All right, everybody. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. This morning's just been crazy, crazy. With the rain and everything that's going on today. Just last night, it was just really rough because I didn't get much sleep. Only an hour and a half. I've just been my mind just been racing in that, and it's just been a little much in that. So hopefully later on or tonight I get better sleep. Usually I get about 3 to 4 hours of sleep in that, but this is the record one of only an hour and a half. I mean, I don't know. Usually I get 2 hours. Usually at the most if I have my bad nights and that, but tonight just was, or last night, I mean, just was, I don't know. My mind was racing. A lot was going on. So I apologize if I'm a little off today on my stream, but I need to get it in because I can't be slacking. And I already slacked one day where I didn't get none in. And maybe that's my problem because these streams do seem to help me talking with you guys and having a good time. Last night's stream was amazing, and I appreciate those that came in. What's up? Hey, Ireland. So, yeah, I appreciate all you guys, that came in last night. So it wasn't that. It was just the day that I didn't stream at all. And, being in the military is rough. The constant flashbacks and night terrors. And last night was just one of them crazy, crazy night terrors and that just kept me up. So it's an unfortunate thing with me. I've seen a lot and I've done a lot, and I guess that's why I'm really affected and afflicted as well. And that's what I want to talk about. I've done some things that, like, even with thanks, Drunk, I appreciate it. Even with orders, it was rough, and I followed orders to the T when I was in the military, and sometimes I wish it didn't. Yeah, you did for once. You did. That's what's crazy. That is crazy. But, yeah, I followed orders to the T, and sometimes I look back on it and regret it. And it's really rough. Being over there, there was children and women that came at us with guns and other things, and unfortunately I had that responsibility to look out for the teams that were out there down on the ground while I was perched up. And the children having to do that really affected me, especially since I have kids. And it's even, as you can see, it's really rough for me to talk about. Because I understand, one part, but I also understand we were in their, country and that. And I don't think all of them knew the whole situation. And like I said, we don't know the whole truth. As I showed you guys pictures of those photos of 9/11, from being told one thing and believing one thing and then finding out it wasn't that. All right, Ireland, I appreciate it. So it was really rough for me, and it still is. And I'm going through a lot of emotions, and that's what was going on last night. It was really overwhelming, and it still is. It's still uh, really rough, and that's mostly my night terrors. Is there? My other ones are seeing good men that I've served with, and I was protecting, um, being taken out and stepping on IEDs and that, and it's just it's crazy. And what I believe truly is it was all set up, and then we go to their country, and now I'm seeing they kind of had every right, and that I was in the wrong. Uh, Other men from units that I've talked to also are in agreement with that, and I think that's why else we are conflicted in that. And that's where most of my stuff is at. And it's really hard for me to get over that. Um, the other stuff didn't really bother me. What I had to do outside of fighting in that. Other than it did bother me that us it's kept away from everybody, because I do believe the fact we have the right to know about what's being taken and what is it and what is being withheld from us. So we're gonna get into something that's really crazy, um, and it might baffle you, but I want your ideas on it. So I'm hoping that as many people can get on here as possible. So if drunk, you could help that. I know a lot of people are working. So unfortunately, it's probably a bad timing, but it's one thing that's really on my mind. And if I try to wait till later, I'll forget. And I don't want to do that. So here we go. So in the Vatican, in the vault, deep within, there is a machine that's a crazy machine. And the Vatican is hiding it because one of us could possibly control it. It's a very strange machine. It is believed to be the machine that caused possibly the flood. I don't know. What I do know from the source that went and with his team is the ones that went and got this machine after it was found and recovered. Long time ago. So this is during the time of World War One, and they were sent out after this machine was found from some explosions going on, of course, and it was looked at, and it's a rarity to find such a machine that dates back far. Now, I've never believed in carbon dating, but for something like this that is saying it's going back way back, and the look of it from his description and drawings of it is I appreciated it, Hiram. It's it's something that's concerning because for something like that to exist, why I don't believe in carbon dating, because they're going by computer, and computer is not factual. I'm gonna tell you that now. And also, they're gonna hide the truth, even if they are carbon dating something. If it would lead back even farther, no, it's all right, Hiram. If it would lead even back farther, they're not going to be honest, because as of now, they're not admitting to human being back millions of years ago. They're only saying 6,000 years that humans have been on life, but there's proven fact that there is actual humans that were back even farther. Um, and they're kind of, they go back and forth. So there's no such thing as real science technologically. Um, really, scientists only believe what they want to believe because they say it's science, but yet they were saying that so many things from Jesus Christ's era wasn't true, um, especially about Moses when he went to Ramses, and then you find out, okay, we found a little bit of truth here with, in the sea. There is tons of chariots, tons of bones that would, fit that profile, but they didn't believe that there was a fire from the sky until later when they went back on the other side and actually did find that there was glass sand that turned to glass. And the only thing would be, of course, a fire that, heated to an extensive heat. Then you had Lot's wife. They didn't believe in Sodom and Gomorrah. And now that's dating farther. It's dating farther than what we were told. Yeah, very true. But this pattern was different for that fire that came from the sky, the way it moved back and forth to keep, Pharaoh and his army back. And it goes deep. It's not as lightning only goes so far down when it strikes. This was deeper than that. So an extensive heat to go that far, I think it was like 3 miles down, if I remember right. I'll have to go back and look. How so high? What do you mean, how so high? All right, Island. Appreciate you being back. Like I said, 3 miles down into the sand. And then also where Moses went onto the mountain, if you really look at that, they do have it, that the mountaintop was on fire. And that. Then also scientists that said that burning bush couldn't have existed. Well, they found in a cave that burning bush. Oh, okay. So there's all these things that are showing up to be true, just like Noah's Ark. Scientists said that it's impossible and that it's not true, but then all of a sudden Noah's Ark is found in the location that they denied that it was in for so long. So that's why I don't believe in science and I don't believe in carbon dating, because we don't know the truth of what really carbon dating is. Do we really know if they're really putting that in, a computer that's carbon dating the dates? Or is it just them using their bullcrap mouths and saying it is? You understand? So that's why I don't believe in science. And plus, scientists have said there's no way that there was technology as far back. But yet, proven every time that I've gone in and my team has gone in to remove things that archaeologists have found or that was mistakenly found by a farmer, we've had to go in and remove it. And guess what? It was technology that was old and that you could tell that it went far back. So that's the thing. And then they're denying that. They're denying technology. But yet, in Pluto's description of Atlantis, he even said that they were technically advanced. That the people there were technically advanced and, highly intelligent, which I believe, because if you look how that city was built, the description of it Pluto gives is so far more advanced than anything that if something would, a war would have broke out, they would have won because they would have that advantage because of how that city was built. So that's what I'm saying is just a lot into it in that, and I've recovered a lot, and a lot of my sources say that Atlantis is in Antarctica, which I believe. Admiral Byrd describing the fact of the city when he flew in was basically made of glass and had lights, and it had all this technical advanced stuff in it in that journal. Now, a lot of people don't believe that and say, oh, that ain't true. Yes, actually it is, because it's not just Admiral Byrd's journal that's saying this. There's more, actually, and there's actually, let me explain more. Exactly, Arlen. And I'm about to blow your minds more. So way back then, there was the first expedition. And it was just to go to see if there was life there. And that, we're talking about the 1700s. A man went there for an expedition. This is way before the treaty, before everything was passed and that. So it was just another place to explore. 6 months he was there, came back, another expedition to go farther and look farther. And then 100 years goes by. 100 years go by, because the second one went farther, and he was supposed to do a year. And instead, he comes back 2 months later, shaken and scared to death. So 100 years later, they return, Admiral Byrd, and not only and Admiral Byrd just doesn't go, he has a whole fleet. Now tell me, why would you need a whole fleet and a whole bunch of soldiers and a whole bunch of planes to go somewhere just to do an expedition? The only reason you would do that is the show of force. Am I not right? It would be a show of force. So you're going there to show a force for something, but you're saying nothing is there. And then when they came back, they were also supposed to do, I think, about a year of exploration as well, supposedly. 6 months to a year, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly. But they came back early again. All right, bro. Appreciate the lurk. But they came back again, but this time with the whole fleet, and then came back early yet again, and that's after the fact that Admiral Byrd went down and was taken to the teacher and was warned, and then they came back early. Now there was missing ships, there was missing soldiers, missing planes, and a missing sub. All said to be, because of an accident, that was an unforeseen accident, blah, 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 how they do. But in Admiral Byrd's journal, it also specifically says that there was a fight. Appreciate the lurk, Garland. So there was a fight going on while Admiral Byrd was in, and that comes out after they let him go, and they ship off. There is a video, surprisingly, that I have. This has been checked and confirmed. That is not AI, not CGI. I'm about to get on here. Let's see here. Let me look, because I have a lot of stuff here. And it was a ship. And they were shooting at a UFO. And somehow this UFO was able to shoot a beam, and that beam stopped those guns from shooting. Where is it? Sorry, guys. Some of this stuff doesn't show up the videos. Oh, hold on.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Okay, I got a few photos actually. I don't know why I did that, but let me. What the hell is going on with my phone? So give me a moment here to find it. My phone timed out on me when I had it sitting here ready to pull it out. Of course, but like I said, they had a ship that they were shooting at, and that shit. I'm gonna have to probably show it another time or send it to you guys on Discord for those that are on here that are sharing Discord. Because I'm surprised this is not showing up because I know I saved it. But like I said, it was a naval ship that was shooting at a UFO. Of course, the bullets were bouncing off, and it shot a beam though, and you could clearly see that beam just real quick, boom, and the gun stopped firing. So if they're capable of being able to do that, what else are they capable of? You understand? And that's what is the problem right now. But the other problem that I have is the fact that I don't know if you guys know that they have underground cities. We're talking about our government. Our government has underground cities. Now, I've seen these from truck drivers that are going in, and I've seen some other things that show all this and that, and I 100% know it's fact because a lot of the stuff that I've seen and have gone and taken some of the artifacts and that was to some of these bases, and that I know for a fact. Here it is. I actually found it. I don't know if you can see it. That's unfortunate. I'll probably have to drop it in Discord. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. Alright, this is classified footage. Alright, bro, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show it on Discord because that light right there. Hang on. But excuse me. But this is the things that are capable of doing. I'm gonna drop it in show and discussion on Discord. And that's what I'm trying to say. That everything's being hidden from us, and we need to know why. Why are you having these underground cities being built? Why are you having only certain people and that being able to go in there? Because obviously, if they ain't telling us, they only so many people know. And I'm about to show you that here in a minute here. Because it blows my mind. This is classified footage you are looking at. Yeah, I just dropped it on Discord and that. So I apologize for that. That's also because I didn't hold it up to my mic. But yeah, it's hard. Once I get this other computer, I gotta find somebody that knows how to reinstall this thing on my Apple my MacBook Air. I'll be able to do everything easier on that. This is an older laptop that I got, and it doesn't do justice. So I apologize for that. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find someone that's close to be able to work on it. Not as much as I would like. And now, and then my phone, of course, is acting up. I'm trying to find that, but well, I'll go drop it on. You know, yeah, exactly, Ireland. I got to work with what I got for right now. This computer isn't as advanced as what MacBook is. It's a 2013 MacBook, and unfortunately, my dumb idiot self deleted the wrong thing. So, because the girl I got it from, she forgot to factory reset it. She just resetted some stuff and not fully factory reset everything. So I was still getting her. I was getting her texts on it and stuff like that, and yeah, I wasn't too thrilled to see some of the texts. So yeah, yeah, a PC. Mine's gonna be here soon, but I think I'm gonna do some gaming, YouTube on gaming and that, and everything. So, I'm trying to find an older desktop for my son because that would help him with learning and that. So if any of you guys got an older desktop they're willing to give me for free and send it, I would appreciate it. Yeah, you could stream on PS5. Why not? Yeah, but I don't have a camera system and all that, and like I don't have money in that for that. I have my PS5. I haven't even hooked that up to the Wi-Fi yet. I just been going through so much with everything, and my focus has really been a car. Plus, I don't. I mean, I got a few games, but I haven't been in the greatest spirits, like for a while. Yeah, yeah, Arlen. But like I said, the government's hiding stuff. There's also bunkers that are built by these people, and they're prepared for something because it was all at once that they built these. So I am doing an investigation on that. Once I find out more on that, I'll let you guys know. Um, but I'm 100% looking for that stuff. Um, because I know there's some events that's gonna really go off as I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm doing the best I can with this so far. I'm even lucky it lets me stream on here. Because a lot of the other apps, I was surprised it let me download Discord on here. But Twitch, no. It let me download it, but it won't load up properly. And a whole bunch of other apps. It really doesn't. I can't even play games on this thing, which is insane. So, I'm really hoping to get this MacBook up and running eventually. I do have a friend, but he is at CPR or whatever right there on Columbia Ave in Lancaster. So he hasn't had time at all to be able to come, and won't for a while because he's been super busy. So I seen there's a lot of laptops online. I was wondering, like, maybe I could still sell this to my buddy. Like, he'll come and pick it up if he's buying it. Sell it to him if he'll give me a good price and just buy a newish, laptop. A little bit newish one for a couple $100. Yeah, you should. You should, High Ridden. You should. Trying to get Deadpool to YouTube, but he's always making excuses. Truthfully, it'd probably be good for everybody that could get on there. I would like to see different people's stuff. It's just insane. Oh, you're waiting for Halloween. Okay. Okay. Me, I'm just waiting for stuff to get to a better place. vehicle. Actually, the only thing that's holding me up is the vehicle situation, because like constantly I got to pay for her to get back and forth from work, Uber, and then that actually costs a lot. Like we've gone through every month for going on 3 months now, like over almost like 2,000 a month just in that, if not more. So yeah, so it is just crazy that and that's even with the discount. I signed up for the discount for $9.99, and you get most times 6%, sometimes 10% off, but it ain't much. So really, honestly, it's not really worth it. So I don't recommend it. And then they want to charge also to keep the price. Another thing you pay to separately to keep the price where it's at when you first look up, and it's like, yeah, come on, that's stupid. That's insane. So, I haven't checked out Lyft yet to see what their price would be for that. If it'd be cheaper. So honestly, like, it's just crazy. Yeah, exactly. So at the end, you're still paying, yeah, basically more, because even though you're paying $9.99 a month, you're still also paying, you know, a lot still. Like I said, 35 to $38 just for 24 minutes. 24 minutes there, 24 minutes back. So it's like ridiculous. I was paying every 2 weeks $20 in gas in the car. So, and that's even with the prices that were going up. Even with the gas prices that were going up, I was only putting $20 into the car, and it would last 2 weeks. So, and she works there Monday through Friday. So it's just like, what the hell? So it really like blew my mind on how much that they charge for that. And then a lot of the drivers, oh my God, they complain, and that, like, if they have to sit out there and wait 5 minutes, they complain, oh yeah, I had to wait 5 minutes. Well, we did the wait and save. So technically, and you're getting paid. I mean, it's not my fault, that you got there early or whatever, because I always set the time. Like the one time, I was like, I'm just like, she was on the morning Uber. Sorry, the morning Uber got her, and as she was on her way to work, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna reserve, an Uber for 5 o'clock. Well, I did 5:05 just in case, and that way, it's already done. I could take a nap because I barely get sleep. And then also taking care of our son. And he showed up at 5 o'clock, or no, 4:58. He showed up, and so she came out at 5:08, and he was bitching and all that. And I was like, "Well, dude, that's your fault because of the time. I mean, you showed up early when the time was set for 5:05, and you would only have to sit there for a few minutes." So not my fault, not her fault. So that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of people, I don't suggest Uber for like a constant thing. But if you're in a situation like we are, that there is no bus, we've tried the Rabbit bus, that little blue bus. They even were ignorant, because we Googled it up, and it said that they do it with certain routes. So it would have took her to the bus stop over by the Columbia Police Station. Then she would have to jump on the Lancaster bus to head out towards Lancaster to her job. And yeah, but then they were saying when we called, and it was only going to cost $30 some a month So we called and they said, "Oh, we don't do that. I don't know where you're seeing that. Google says you do it." So yeah, and then they try to tell us to do by train. Yeah, okay, that's even more expensive. What are you talking about, train? And then the train station's a good bit of a walk. So I mean, she don't want to walk when she's got to do that all day at freaking work. You know what I mean? And especially early in the morning. But back to what we were talking about, it's just something is going to go crazy off because they are overloading these cave systems with food, water, and that. They've also made homes in them cave systems, and it's mostly certain military personnel. Um, as far as some people that I know are on that list, and that's including most of my family. So that's as long as well. That also depends if they're still in the military, still in the government. So we'll see about that. Like if it hits while they're still working there, or if it hits after. Who knows? But kind of like in that situation where I'm worried about it. Because if something pops off, like I want my son to be protected and be able to still go and keep going in life. But there is a lot of things that are starting to be seen, starting to be known. Oh God! Wait a minute! I gotta see this. Where is it? Yo, I told you. I told you. I told you, drunk. I told you, drunk. I told you. So yeah, but a lot of stuff is going to start happening. A lot of more, like I said. But yeah, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. But I'm gonna throw that warning out there that something is gonna go down. And this isn't just my personal opinion. This is fact from sources that I've heard, documents that I've seen, like Project Bluebeam. That's one of them. There's a few other. But I'm hoping you guys can join my next chat. But yeah, so I do appreciate you guys. It's great that you guys are on here. Please share as well. Please share my videos. I'm gonna get more into discussion later on. Just today's this morning's been a little hectic, but I needed to get on. I needed to get on here and talk. But just a warning that truthfully, I'm not here to scare you like these others on TikTok, Facebook, and that. But my whole point is be prepared at all times. If you can afford to have a shelter built, I recommend it. If you can't, I recommend you build a shelter if you can. Like if you don't have, excuse me a minute. Like say you don't have a landlord in that, or if you have enough money to buy a little bit of land, that you could dig on, I would get digging. Get the good cheap cement, but get a bunch of it and do layers upon layers upon layers on each side of the walls and the roof if you can. Um, just get something and make sure it's vented and that electrical. A decorum and fill it up with food and that. That's what I recommend. And have it ready at all times. That's what I suggest. Because something is going to go down and something is going to happen. And my concern is for you guys. All right, guys. Well, you have a great day. We'll be back later on about 1 o'clock, 1:30ish. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Have a blessed day.